Good evening, football world, and welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, and you are watching World Cup Daily, the show that brings you every goal, every drama, every twist and turn from FIFA World Cup 2026. Tonight, we have an absolute feast for you. 9 matches to dissect, group standings that are starting to take serious shape, and some performances over the past 48 hours that have genuinely moved the needle on who we think is going to lift that trophy. We are talking about a 5-goal Portuguese masterclass, a moment of real tension as Uruguay stumbled against a team nobody gave a chance, Egypt rising, Algeria making a statement, Croatia grinding out a result, Colombia refusing to be denied, and England, oh England, with the ball, the players, the talent, and somehow no goals. We are going to get into all of it, match by match, fact by fact, no fluff, no filler, just the beautiful game in all its raw, unfiltered glory. Let's go. We start in Group H, because what happened between Uruguay and Cape Verde is the kind of story this tournament was made for. Uruguay 2, Cape Verde 2, and let me paint the picture for you. Uruguay walked in with 66% of the ball, 11 corner kicks, 11, and 16 total shots. On paper, this is a team that should be winning comfortably, but football is not played on paper. Cape Verde stunned La Celeste as early as the 21st minute, going 1-0 up against a side containing Federico Valverde, Rodrigo Bentancur, and Manuel Ugarte in midfield. Uruguay had to dig deep, and they did, twice. They leveled at 44 minutes, and then, in a breathtaking moment just 1 minute before the break, they flipped it to 2-1. You could feel the momentum shifting. Uruguay went in at halftime believing the job was done. But Cape Verde, who only had 34% of possession all night, came back out in the second half with nothing to lose and absolutely everything to fight for. And at the 61st minute, they found it. 2-2. Final score, Uruguay dropped 2 crucial points. They now sit on 2 points from 2 games in Group H, level with Cape Verde, with Spain leading the group on 4. For Uruguay, a side with genuine knockout pedigree, this is a result that demands an answer in their final group game. The clock is ticking. Over to Group G now, and a match that had real narrative weight, New Zealand versus Egypt. And this was Mohamed Salah's group. New Zealand actually started brilliantly. 15 minutes in, they found the net and went 1-0 up, silencing what had been a buzzing Egyptian support. But the Pharaohs, with Mo Salah pulling strings alongside Omar Marvish, were never going to panic. Egypt had 56% possession, generated 19 total shots with 7 on target, and the comeback was a matter of when, not if. At 58 minutes, Egypt drew level. Then, just 9 minutes later, at the 67th minute, they took the lead. The game was flipping. New Zealand threw everything at it, 5 shots on target on the night, a real effort, but Egypt sealed it at 82 minutes to win 3-1. Mohamed Salah continues to be the heartbeat of this Egyptian side, and they now sit top of Group G on 4 points. It is a remarkable story for a nation that has fought hard to be here and is absolutely refusing to go quietly. Now let's cross to Group J, because Algeria versus Jordan delivered a proper contest, and it featured one of the most exciting young midfielders in the tournament. Algeria came in with Riyad Mahrez in attack, Ibrahim Maza pulling the strings in the middle of the park, and the kind of quality that makes them real dark horses in this tournament. Jordan, though, are warriors. They sit back, they defend, they wait, and at the 36th minute, they did exactly what they set up to do. Jordan took the lead 1-0, and Algeria had a genuine problem on their hands. With 75% possession, 75, and 10 corner kicks, Algeria were dominant but couldn't crack Jordan open. They threw players forward after the break. 2 changes at halftime sent a message, and it worked. At 69 minutes, Algeria drew level. The crowd sensed what was coming, and 13 minutes later at the 82nd minute, Riyad Mahrez's side completed the turnaround 2-1 to Algeria. A crucial 3 points. Algeria now sits second in Group J on 3 points. They trail leaders Argentina only on points. Which brings us perfectly to the next story. Argentina. 2 games played, 2 wins, 6 points. perfect record. And against Austria, Lionel Messi and the world champions showed exactly why nobody in this tournament wants to face them in the knockouts. Argentina 2, Austria 0. But let me tell you, this was not the cruising performance you might expect from a Scaloni side operating at full throttle. Austria were genuinely competitive. They had 46% of the ball, 3 corner kicks, created moments, and made Emiliano Martinez work. This was a match that stayed at 1-0 deep into the second half, tension building with every passing minute. Argentina had picked up 2 yellow cards. Austria were pushing, probing, refusing to buckle. And then, right at the death, the 90th minute, Argentina put it to bed. 2-0, game over. In the most Argentine way possible, grinding it out, staying focused when it wasn't flowing, and then punishing you at the very end. Messi, McAllister, DePaul, Lautaro, this squad has leadership in every position on the pitch. Argentina are 6 points, top of Group J, and they are the team everyone else needs to navigate around in this tournament. The defending champions are not just defending, they are hunting for more. Let's talk about Portugal because the performance last night demands its own chapter. Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0, and this was a demolition that had the football world sitting up and paying attention. Inside 6 minutes, Portugal were in front. By the 17th minute, it was 2. When the third arrived at 39 minutes, Uzbekistan already looked shell-shocked. Roberto Martinez brought on fresh legs at halftime, and Portugal never let up. 4 came at the hour mark, and then 5 at the 87th minute. Portugal had 66% possession, put 16 shots on goal, and 9 were on target. Uzbekistan, to their credit, had 7 total shots and kept competing, but the gulf in quality was simply too vast. Bruno Fernandes was majestic in midfield. João Felix was a constant threat down the left. Pedro Neto stretched Uzbekistan's backline relentlessly, and Cristiano Ronaldo, leading the line, was the focal point of everything. Portugal sit on 4 points in Group K, with Colombia already on 6 at the top. There is still work to do, but after a 5-0 statement like that, you would not bet against them doing exactly what is needed. This Portuguese side is in form, in rhythm, and in full belief. France, 3-0. Iraq, and Les Bleus made it look almost embarrassingly simple. The opener arrived at 14 minutes. France were dominant from the first whistle, and Iraq simply could not live with the pace, the movement, and the technical quality on display. Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Bradley Barcola, Michael Olise, this is a front line that will cause nightmares for any defense on the planet. France went to 56% possession, generated 19 shots in total, had 5 on target, and kept a clean sheet with total comfort. Iraq, and let's give them credit, they worked hard and pressed well early on, could not register a single shot on target across 90 minutes, not one. The second French goal came at 54 minutes, and Barcola put the cherry on top at 66. France took 0 yellow cards. They looked calm, composed, and absolutely lethal on the break. They are top of Group I on 6 points with a perfect record, and they have not yet shifted through all the gears. That is the most frightening thing of all. Norway joined France on 6 points in Group I after a 5-goal thriller against Senegal, and what a second half this was. Norway 1-0 at the break after scoring at the 43rd minute. Then the second half opened and things went absolutely crazy. Norway doubled their lead at 48 minutes, 2-0, seemingly in control. Senegal, with Sadio Mane, Nicholas Jackson, and Ismaïla Sarr on the pitch, 3 of the most dangerous forwards on the planet, pulled one back at 53. Norway hit back immediately, 3-1 at 58, and you felt the job was done. Senegal kept pressing, kept believing, and made it 3-2 at the 90th minute. Agonizing for the Lions of Teranganya, who had the ball 57% of the time, registered 17 total shots and 6 on target, a team that absolutely created enough to get something from the game. But Erling Haaland's side held on. Norway are perfect through 2 games. Group I is as tight as it gets at the top, with France and Norway both on maximum points, while Senegal and Iraq are both on 0. Something has to give. Colombia are another team making serious waves in this tournament. 6 points from 2 games, top of Group K, And last night they edged past Congo DR with a 1-0 win that was tighter than the scoreline suggests. Colombia dominated with 66% possession, had 20 total shots, 20 with 9 on target. James Rodriguez was pulling the strings as only he can. Luis Diaz was a constant threat down the left. But Congo DR's goalkeeper Lionel Messi was absolutely heroic, making 8 saves in a performance that deserved more reward. The only goal came at the 76th minute, Colombia finally finding the breakthrough after a long night of creating and not converting. The Congolese defense held firm for so long, and the final scoreline flatters Colombia slightly, but 3 points is 3 points, and James Rodriguez continues to prove he is still one of the most elegant footballers at this World Cup. Croatia beat Panama 1-0 in what was a tense, physical Group L encounter that reminded everyone why Luka Modric and this veteran Croatian side should never, ever be written off. Panama had 7 corner kicks on the night, 7, and tested Croatia repeatedly. Orlando Mosquera in the Panama goal made saves, 3 shots on target for Panama. They competed hard. But the only goal that mattered came at the 54th minute, Croatia taking the lead and then doing what they do best, defending that lead with organization, discipline, and belief. Modric, at 39 years of age, remains the conductor, reading the game, controlling tempo, and making the football look effortless. Mateo Kovacic alongside him gave Croatia real steel in the middle. 1-0, 3 points, and Croatia are now on 3 points in Group L, right in the hunt. This is a team built for knockout football, and they are not done yet. And then there was England against Ghana, the match that produced more frustration than football for the Three Lions. England 0, Ghana 0. Now the numbers on the surface look damning for England. 78% possession, 9 corner kicks, 19 total shots. Harry Kane on the pitch, Jude Bellingham on the pitch, Noni Madueke, Anthony Gordon, quality everywhere you look, and yet not a single goal. Ghana's goalkeeper Benjamin Asare was the story of this match, turning away everything England could muster. The Black Stars had just 22% possession and only 2 total shots on the night, but 1 point feels like 3 points for a side that defended with such enormous heart and organization. Thomas Partey anchored the midfield superbly. Ghana limited England to 4 shots on target across 90 minutes. For England, the questions are real and the pressure is growing. The creativity is there. The finishing is not. England still sit on 4 points in Group L and top the group, but Ghana are level on 4 points and Croatia are 3 behind with a game in hand on the drama. This group is wide open. Now let's zoom out and look at where things stand across the entire tournament as we reach June 24th, because the group stage picture is starting to crystallize fast. In Group A, Mexico were flying with 6 points, a perfect record. In Group D, the United States are also on 6, riding the wave of home support. Germany top Group E on 6 points and have looked dominant. And in Group J, Argentina lead the way, also on 6, the defending champions exactly where they want to be with 1 game to go. The teams in danger are real. Senegal on 0, Iraq on 0, Panama on 0, Uzbekistan on 0. These nations need results, and they need them now. While at the other end of the table, the teams on maximum points are sending a clear message to the rest of the field. The knockout rounds are coming, and they are coming fast. Tonight's fixtures keep the drama going. Switzerland face Canada in what is a massive Group B encounter, both teams on 4 points and separated by nothing heading in. Bosnia take on Qatar simultaneously. Then Scotland versus Brazil in Group C, and the numbers say Brazil are massive favorites at 74% win probability. But ask any Scottish fan and they will tell you this team has earned the right to dream. Morocco face Haiti, with Morocco heavily favored on 83%, and then Czechia take on Mexico, South Africa face South Korea. Tomorrow brings Germany against Ecuador, Netherlands versus Tunisia, Japan against Sweden. The fixtures keep coming, and the stakes keep rising with every single kick of the ball. FIFA World Cup 2026, 48 teams, 12 groups, and the most electric tournament this sport has ever staged. That is your World Cup Daily for June 24th. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and we will see you back here tomorrow as the drama continues. This is the World Cup. anything can happen, and it usually does.